9 years ago, I went to Parc Asterix as part of a school trip to Paris. 9 years later, I'm back. Yes, guys, welcome to the Parc Asterix vlog. And as I said, it's been 9 years since I visited Parc Asterix, as I said, which was part of a school trip to Paris. I cannot believe it's taken me this long to come back to Parc Asterix. I remember it like it was yesterday. I went when I was 16 years old and I absolutely enjoyed it. The highlight of that day was riding the Zyrus, and I'm back. I am back. And ever since that day, I've been itching to come back to Parc Asterix, more so since last year, which I'll get onto in a bit. And so basically how this came about, coming back to Parc Asterix, was I booked 2 weeks off work, just have a bit of time away from work to, rest, chill out, and, do other stuff. And my dad said to me, "Oh, well, you've got 2 weeks booked off, shall we do something?" And we were pondering whether we should do a European theme park trip or not. And we were thinking about going back to Portaventura, we're thinking about going back to Europa Park. But I said to my dad, I really want to go back to Parc Asterix. It's been 9 years, I don't really want to go back. So, lo and behold, here we are. So I didn't vlog the first day, I'm vlogging the second day today. The reason why I didn't vlog the first day was because I was really tired from getting up really early in the morning to go to the airport. B, because I just wanted to have a day at Parc Asterix without having to be, forced. Well, not forced, but without having the need to feel to vlog the day. And C, basically when we got here, my phone was on like 40%. So the first day would have just been literally nothing. So that's why. But anyway, before we start our second day here at Parc Asterix, I was about to say Fantasyland then, I don't know why. But before we start our second day here at Parc Asterix, I'm going to be giving you a little bit of a room tour. So let's go and explore the room, shall we? So then, guys, this is the room we're staying in. Let's go. So over here you've got a set of bunk beds. This is where, let me just get this. So you've got a set of bunk beds here, and this is where I've been sleeping. And I really like this bunk bed because with some bunk beds, like the top bunk can be really low. So when you wake up, you can sometimes accidentally hit your head. I mean, if you just look at the height, I know it's a little bit dark down there, but if you look at the height, it's perfect for tall people. But yeah, that's where I've been sleeping down there on the bottom bunk. So you've got the top bunk there. Over here you've got the main bed. This is where my dad has been sleeping. Well, where he slept last night, but yeah. This is not exactly the best view. I mean, yeah, it's just no coasters in sight, unfortunately. But you can hear Terrena de Zeus, because excuse me for my cough. Sometimes you can hear Terrena de Zeus because the lift hill of that coaster is quite loud. But yeah, it's not the best view really. Moving on. In here, there's not much to show in here apart from a safe. Got a couple of spare pillows there. You've got a little fridge down here. Yeah, nothing too exciting. Here, you can hang your clothes here, but there's no use for that really. And here, you've got the shower. Now, do you notice something about this? So obviously you've got the shower there, but you don't have a toilet. I mean, obviously you've got a sink here. You've got your sink and your shower, but you don't have a toilet. So the toilet is in here. I really don't understand this. I don't know if this is a thing in most hotels in France, but yeah, it's really weird. You've got the toilet there, and then you've got the shower here, but with no toilet. I find that really strange. But yeah, that's the room really. And we're staying at the, what is it called? What's it called now? Sorry, I should be really pointing this at myself. So the hotel here, it's called the, I don't know if there is anything to, hold on. I think I've seen something myself. Oh yeah, here it is. So we're staying at, okay, my French is terrible, but I'll try my best. We're staying at the Le Croix de Lutèce Hotel. I think that's how you pronounce it, but yeah, my French is absolutely terrible. But yeah, so anyway, let's head into the park, shall we? So then, let's head off to the park. Now, before we do head off to the park, I've got something special to show you guys. So, as you all know, I visited Parc Asterix for the first time 9 years ago as part of a school trip to Paris. What year was it 9 years ago? 2015, wasn't it? You will not believe what our room number is. Let me show you. It's 2015. I cannot believe that. Like, what are the chances of that happening? I honestly do not know. But yeah, 2015 is our room number. And it was really funny yesterday when we went to check in. The lady on the checkout said, "Oh, your room number's 2015." And at first I didn't think anything about it. But when we carried on walking down the corridor, I said to my dad, 2015, and it suddenly clicked in my head, 2015. But yeah, I mean, what are the chances of that happening? The year that I visited Parc Asterix for the first time was 2015. Our room number, 2015. I mean, I literally cannot get my head over that. So we've decided that our first ride of the day is going to be the Rapids. We were going to do Terrain de Zeus, but the queue for that was quite big, so we thought we'd take a walk to the other side of the park, and we thought we'd do the Rapids. I did the Rapids here when I visited in 2015, so it'll be good to get back on that, because I actually didn't do the Rapids yesterday on our first day here at Parc Asterix. So yeah, it'll be good to make the Rapids our first ride of the day here on our second day at Parc Asterix. So we've just done the Rapids here at Parc Asterix for our first ride of the day here on our second day. And just before we got off the Rapids, me and my dad, we agreed that we might as well do the other water rides because we're basically a little bit wet from the Rapids. But yeah, the Rapids here, they're fantastic, and you know, I remember them very well from when I did them back in 2015. But yeah, let's continue with our day here at Parc Asterix. So as you saw by those few shots there, we've just done Tour Tartus, and let me tell you something, guys. Tour Tartus is an absolutely incredible coaster. When we did our first ride on it, yesterday on the front row, it honestly blew me away. It's definitely a top 10 coaster, probably a top 3 coaster. But yeah, it was just absolutely incredible. What do you think of it, Dad?
Numero uno.
Wait, it's your number 1? You're saying it's your number 1? I mean, I haven't come to that decision just yet. Yeah, he said we. But yeah, I haven't come to that decision just yet. But no, I think it's definitely top 5 coaster, and probably, very likely, a top 3 coaster. Anyway, I'm going to get more shots of Tour Tartus for you guys, and then after that we're going to head over to Osiris for some B&M goodness, I guess. So here we go then, guys. It's time to ride Osiris, which is on a 15-minute queue. I mean, how could you not be happy with that? I remember riding this when I was 16 years old, and I absolutely loved it. When we got here yesterday, I wanted to do Osiris first, because, you know, that was literally the coaster I really loved when I came here when I was 16. And we did the front row, and it was exactly how I remembered it. It was absolutely amazing. But yeah, we're going on Osiris next. I absolutely love this B&M invert coaster. It's just absolutely incredible. I love it. Let's get off. So we've just come off Osiris, we're waiting for the front row. The front row queue for Osiris was surprisingly quiet. I mean, when you think of front row queues, especially in the UK, they tend to be quite big. Out here, no one really bothers waiting for the front row, which really surprises me. So yeah, we only waited so once we got into the ride station, we only waited for probably 2-3 minutes for the front row, which is absolutely incredible. What are your thoughts on Osiris, Dad?
Oh, it's absolutely super. Puts Nemesis to shame, doesn't it?
Well, I was going to say, I remember after I did Osiris for the first time when I was 16 years old, I came off there and I thought, yeah, that was better than Nemesis. And obviously a few years have passed, and you know, I put Nemesis back higher than Osiris. But after so many rides on Osiris, I think it's my favourite B&M invert. If I had to rank the B&M inverts that I've been on, I'd put Osiris at number 1, Nemesis at number 2, Black Mamba at Fantasyland at number 3, and Nemesis Inferno at Thorpe Park at number 4. But yeah, Osiris is exactly how I remembered it when I did it as a 16-year-old. Yeah, it's just an amazing coaster. Anyway, time to get some ride shots of Osiris. ride at Osiris, we've decided to take a little break. We've stopped off for some food. I've got myself some chicken nuggets, some fries, and chips, fries, whatever you want to call them. And I've also got myself a cherry coke. Yeah, it's been a great day. It's been a great trip, to be fair. What's been the highlight of your trip so far, Dad?
Everything. Both the rides have been fantastic. Those two rides are absolutely superb.
Two Tatus and Osiris, yeah. Two incredible coasters. But yeah, I'm not sure where we're going to go after this. We're quite close to Gudrix and Serenity Zeus, so maybe we might head in that direction. But yeah, I'm going to tuck into my food and drink, and I'll see you guys in a bit. So it's been a while since I last vlogged. We've just done Osiris. What a coaster. We're going to go back to the hotel room because I need to charge my phone. It's getting on low battery, and you know I want to continue vlogging. So we'll go back to the hotel room, get this phone charged, and I'll carry on vlogging our second day here at Parc Asterix. And our ride we just had on Osiris was again on the front row. What a coaster. So after charging my phone for a bit, we are heading back into the park to do our final rides. I think we're going to do Serenity Zeus, Osiris, and of course Tour Tartus. Unfortunately, we aren't having a day tomorrow. We're not having a third day at Parc Asterix because we have got to go back to Charles de Gaulle Airport to catch our flight home. So yeah, but no, regardless, it's been a great trip, and I'm looking forward to doing my last rides here at Parc Asterix. So we've just had a back row ride on Gudrix, and let me tell you, that was so rough. It reminded me a lot when I had a ride on Magic Mountain at Gardaland, which was nearly 10 years ago. But yeah, that's Gudrix now. Yeah. So Gudrix, when I came to Parc Asterix 9 years ago, Gudrix was the only coaster that I didn't do. And honestly, you know what? I'm glad that I didn't do 9 years ago. But on the other hand, I'm glad to say that I've done it. You know, it's ticked off the list at least. Anyway, we're going to head over to Tonnerre de Zeus next. Hopefully get on that because when we went down there earlier, the queue was looking quite big. So hopefully we can get a ride on a wooden coaster that is Tonnerre de Zeus. So we did the front of Tonnerre de Zeus. We also did Disco Billy. I think that's how it's pronounced. That ride is similar to excuse me for my coffee. That ride is similar to Cobra at Chessington, and we've just done a ride. I can't remember the name of it now, which is similar to Dora's World Voyage at Blackpool Pleasure Beach in Nickelodeon Land. But yeah, that was nice and relaxing. I think today's been more about the filler rides, you know. Of course, you know, we've done Tour Tartus, Osiris, and Gudrix, and Tonnerre de Zeus, but also like doing some of the other rides that we haven't done, which is really good. Especially the water rides that we did in the morning. I've really enjoyed the water rides that we did in the morning. They're a good way to start our day here at Parc Asterix. Anyway, I don't know where we're going to head to next. Probably head towards to Tartus, Osiris, probably down that way. So yeah, three enjoyable rides we've just had. So I say we're heading towards to Tartus and Osiris, but honestly, like me and my dad, we're just doing these small filler attractions. It's absolutely fantastic. I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. You know, because like the first day it's all about getting the big coasters done, and then after that it's just doing what else you can as well. So yeah, we are still heading towards to Tatus and Osiris, but in the meantime, we're still doing these little attractions. So guys, we've just had our last ride on Osiris, on the back row as well. What did you make of that, Dad?
I prefer the front row, because you can see where you're going, and the back row's a bit rougher, isn't it?
It is, yeah, the back row is quite rough. I'm really sad to be leaving Osiris, but we're not finished. Not yet. Our last ride of this trip is going to be to Tatus, and again, just like Osiris, it'll be really sad to have a last ride on that. So let's head over to Tatus and have our last ride of the trip here at Parc Asterix. So then, we've just had our last two rides on Tatus, with our penultimate ride being on the back row. The back row was absolutely insane. But for me personally, I prefer the front row on Tatus. But yeah, the back row was just as good as the front row. I'm going to wrap the vlog up at the hotel, but before I do that, I'm going to have a couple of beers with my dad. So I'll see you guys in a bit where we'll wrap up the vlog. So this, guys, is the outside of the hotel that we're staying at Parc Asterix. I will wrap up the vlog in a couple of moments, but yeah, this is it. The hotel that we're staying in at Parc Asterix. And this hotel actually opened in 2020, 4 years ago. Yeah, I think it's themed around, like, I don't know, a fishing village or something like that. But yeah, I know you can't see much because it's dark, but I mean, apart from a couple of lights here, but yeah, it's a great hotel, very well themed in my opinion. There we go. There's not much else out here, so let's go and wrap up the vlog. So this is it, guys. This is the end of the Parc Asterix vlog, and honestly, I'm really happy that I came back here. You know, as I said at the start of the vlog, the first time I came here was on a school trip to Paris back in 2015 when I was 16 years old, and all I remember from that day was riding Osiris and only having a few rides on the other rides. Okay, I know that didn't make sense, but you know what I mean. Like, it's really annoying when you go on a school trip to a theme park and you don't get much because, you know, you have a small, you have like a, what do they call it now? Like a little, well, what is it? I'm trying to find the word for it. You have a limited time. Yeah, you have a limited time when you go to a theme park as part of a school trip. But no, God, this is awkward, isn't it? But no, you know, getting back on the Osiris was amazing. You know, after 9 years, getting back on the Osiris for the first time in 9 years was just absolutely incredible. And I said to my dad when we were having a few beers, when I came off Osiris on our first day, yesterday, I mean, I know it's not yesterday for you guys, but it is for me. I said to my dad, when I came off Osiris for the first time, when I first was on the front row, I just felt really emotional, to be fair. You know, I had a few happy tears, you know, because it had been that long since I did Osiris, all the way back in 2015. And you know, being able to ride to a Tatus was absolutely fantastic. And also getting to ride Goudrix, even though I didn't do that in 2015, was it was alright. I mean, as my dad said to me, if we were in the 80s, I'm sure I would have appreciated Goodricks a lot more, but obviously we're in the 2020s. I don't think I can appreciate Goodricks that much. Terreno de Zeus, it was great to get back on that. What else? I think, walking around Parc Asterix, especially on the first day, made me, all the memories came back to me of that first visit back in 2015 with school. Like, seeing all the rides that were there when I visited in 2015. It was like, oh, this is all coming back to me now. And it was just absolutely brilliant. The highlight of this trip, I think, for me, it's joint, really. So, two Tatis, of course, but also getting back on Osiris for the first time in 9 years. I think that, for me, is my joint, highlight of the trip. I would ask my dad for his highlight of the trip, but, he's in our room at the moment, so I can't ask him. But I'm sure if I asked him, he would say, two Tatis. Because two Tatis, it's an incredible coaster. It is an incredible coaster. I really need to find somewhere to sit because my arm is a bit aching from holding my phone like this. And just, walking around the hotel that we're staying in. It's absolutely incredible. Anyway, thank you for watching another vlog on theme park fans. I know I haven't done a vlog from Alden Tower in quite a bit, but hopefully I'll just go and sit on this. Can I sit here? I think I can, can't I? There we go. So I haven't filmed a vlog from Alden Tower since the first day of the season, which was back in March, and it's July now. Can you believe it? So I'll probably try and get a vlog filmed from Alden Towers very soon. I've still got the Q&A video to film. That is a priority, and that will be the next video that comes out after this vlog. So I do apologise for the delay in getting the vlog out. But once this gets uploaded, then the Q&A is a top priority. So I'll get that uploaded. And this is pretty much the end of the Parc Asterix vlog. If you did enjoy this vlog, then as always, give it a like because that helps the channel out. If you are new around here and you would like to become part of the Theme Park Fans family, then be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single video. Don't forget to check out our Facebook page. As always, our Facebook page. Let me say that again. Don't forget to check out our Facebook page. As always, our Facebook page link is in the description below. So please go and check it out and give it a like. And that's about it from Parc Asterix, really. As I say, it's just been absolutely incredible to get back to this park. Especially on a God, I'm thinking adventure. I was about to say duh, because obviously two adventures, duh. I was going to say duh there. But no, this has been an incredible 2-day trip to Parc Asterix, and the hotel itself is just incredible. And hopefully it won't be too long before I come back to this wonderful park. I know next year Parc Asterix are opening a new attraction. So whether me and my dad come back to Parc Asterix, I don't know. But even if we don't come back next year, maybe the year after. Obviously, I don't want to make it too long again. I don't want to more than 9 years from now. It'll be. God, come on, Will, you know this. So 10 years from now would be 2034. 9 years from now, 2033. So yeah, I definitely want to visit before 2033. But no, honestly, it's been a wonderful trip, and I just want to thank my dad. I just want to thank my dad for being part of this wonderful trip with me. Even though he's not here with me, he's probably getting ready for bed now. But yeah, I'll get off from this thing here. Yeah, it's just been another wonderful trip. We are thinking about going back to Germany for September. We haven't booked anything yet, but it's more than likely we're going to go back to Phantasialand. Hopefully Europa Park, because Europa Park this year have opened Voltron, so that'll be really interesting. And yeah, that's about it really from Parc Asterix. Thank you so much for joining along with me on this Parc Asterix vlog. And as I say, if you haven't subscribed already and you would like to become part of the Theme Park Fans family, then you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button and also turn on the notifications so that you don't miss a single video. And on that note, it's au revoir from Parc Asterix. And yeah, I don't have anything else to say really, but again, au revoir from Parc Asterix. Take care guys, and I will see you very soon for the Theme Park Fans Q&A video. Goodbye, and hopefully it won't be too long before I visit Parc Asterix again very soon.